Hey, it's your boy Malintent. I'm gonna go over some of the builds that I went through at the beginning of the league. This is week one. Week has been completed. I've figured out exactly the builds that I plan on running, taking up to a higher level. Um, there's a few builds that actually I can recommend to say, hey, I think that these are going to be really good for long term. The first build that I want to go over is a Trickster Firewall, Flame Wall Fireball build. Um, it's a very active build. It's a slinger. It does really good early on. Most likely in the end, I'll probably switch over from being going to straight fireball for the longer for the higher level gameplay. Uh, this will be a little bit of a intro to what's going to what I'm normally do. It hasn't gone that far, but it actually has been really good to build. Clear speed is actually pretty decent, even though I'm not that far into like maps or anything like that. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can grab a quick map. See if we can go ahead and run through a quick map real quick to show you exactly what the map actually does, how it feels, and give you an idea exactly the gameplay with this build. Here we go. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm not going to burn any of those. I had a very rough start this league due to the fact that I started with some other builds and they just did not pan out. So let's go ahead and get this. Now the one problem with this build I can tell you is ground clear or ground visuals, because there's so you got the flame wall coming out so much. Anything on the ground is going to be very hard to be able to see. Except for these big white squares. Now those are easy, but I'm talking about a lot of the little small effects are going to be covered with the are covered pretty much with your are covered with the firewall, the flame wall. But as you can see, it's pretty good in what it's able to do. Now I am running an obliteration one, which is kind of cheating, because how it actually gets rid of or blows things up. Now long term though, you really want to get get an exploding chest for the build. Maybe that would probably be a better not better, it would be better, so you can actually knock things out and do a little bit of clear. But the build actually, like I said, is a very solid build. Pretty much have a really good take on it. I am running flame tower traps for assistance with with a little bit of the single target damage. And if I can remember to play, that would actually be nice, because I did forget about using my my speed. I'm just gonna do a little to get a little bit of extra, get some of this. Gotta watch out also. It's got a pretty good, like I said, got a pretty good feel, but sometimes you can get yourself into a situation. One of my major problems is I miss a lot. See, like this, didn't even hit that dude. So the fireballs are supposed to go out and hit guys and explode, and they're supposed to be caught with the explosion and stuff. Sometimes that's the only thing I've noticed about this build is that sometimes you're just not getting that explosion piece that you expect. I should be able to clear multiple rooms with this thing. Woo! Whoa. Oh, what did I do? So as you saw, I kind of went to the end there. Almost killed myself by actually going in and stopping and reading, which I had a prophecy for, just for FYI. Yeah, that can get you killed if you don't pay attention. But as I was saying, this is really good for low level map clear. It's not actually, I don't consider this like a boss killer. Could it be changed into a boss killer? That's a high probability. Don't know. I haven't really had a chance to even consider what I would do to make it into a more of a boss killer. I can't say the failures in builds at early this league have really affected my gameplay. What I mean by that is there was multiple different builds that I started this league, and a few of them were sad long term. First build was Blazing Salvo, and Blazing Salvo actually didn't pan out well. Now you'll notice that some of my gems, and my gems aren't even high level yet. So just be aware that this is all based off of like level 15, 16 gems. No level 20s. So my damage is definitely not a big But that is the fireball, fireball flame wall configuration. Now I'll go ahead and I'll bring back up the POB. Maybe we can go over the POB real quick. Just to give y'all a little idea of how the POB looks. Alright, so in this, what we have is we have a standard fireball Spellslinger. It's the POB is pretty self-evident, pretty simple. I don't have any real heavy scaled gear. I've never put any real scale gear into my builds. You already know that. I do get a lot of frenzies from frenzy charges, so that's a guarantee. So that I always put that on because I'm using frenzy. Guaranteed that I get that. Any of the other things, such as them being burning or igniting or anything like that, see right here, if they're ignited, they get extra damage, and you'll notice that it says that it goes up to 124,000 points of damage a second. That's with everything being at skill level 20, no qualities or anything like that. But that's how I built it. You can see the fireball does about 90,000 without any firing, without ignite. Flame wall itself, when you see flame wall itself does about 3,000 ADOT tick that it does. So that's actually pretty good. The 3,000 tick is a pretty nice amount. You'll notice it when you're fighting and everything and using the fireball. The fireballs all get a boost of damage, which I don't know how to show here, but they get a boost of damage going through the wall. That's why I like it. It's guaranteed to go through the wall and get a boost. Running about 209 health, which gives you a good health pool to be able to boost when you put your gear on. I'm sitting around about a 37% block. Now I didn't do yet, but I was thinking about go ahead and grabbing the glancing blows to give a little bit more. Give you a little bit more hands. Now, one of the things that I have noticed about the build is physical damage. Physical damage on this mitigation is not that great on this build. I've been trying to enhance that. What I planned on doing was granite quartz. I'm running a quicksilver, which because to me the speed on the build is kind of low. Because it's like 29 without a quicksilver. Without a quicksilver, it's not that fast. So if you're gonna go quick, use quicksilver. If not, you could use a jade flask, which a jade flask is what I normally put on a build to be able to deal a little bit better with that mitigation that I'm missing. So you could do a jade flask of adrenaline. Jade flask of adrenaline, and run a perpetual, and that will actually give you that extra mitigation that you need actually for this build. So then you're going up to about 17,000 or so for physical mitigation. That's where I've been running. Everything is built into the POB. And I'll save that so that when I put the POB out, you will be able to have something to go on. Talk to you later. Hope this helps in your quest for ultimate power. Talk to you later. Bye.